Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing all right. Didn't I ask you guys to stop? But I get it.
So I can see that your enemies have been attacking you relentlessly.
Has it been fun for you yet?
There's a spiritual warfare. Like, this goes really deep, okay? It's a powerful karmic contract that is breaking away now. It's dissolving. The ties between you and your enemies are dissolving, okay?
It's
And I'm hearing
over.
you're passing the test, or you've passed the test. But they
Oh, really? Freddy Krueger Dream Child.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
Let me set the scene for you. A black guy beats Freddy Krueger with a bat and thinks that he finished him.
But nothing will ever kill me. Well, let's see now. First, they tried burning me. Then, they tried burying me. But this is my favorite. They even tried holy water. But I just keep on ticking. Because they promised me that. They, the dream people, the ones that gave me this job. In dreams, I am forever.
You brought this upon yourselves.
There is a man who feels breaking away.
Fool me once and it's shame on me. But you know you better tread carefully. Fool me twice, I'm your enemy. I'm your enemy.
passing the test or you've passed the test, but they've been relentlessly attacking you. But now I see that it's them on the ground here at this Ten of Swords. This is about defeat, and they're running out of steam. They are injured, okay? They tried to betray you in all of these ways. They had all of this dark, evil energy that they were directing towards you, evil intentions. This was all of these evil thoughts in their mind, concocting plans, trying to set you up.
See through you. Afraid, are you?
No, sir.
See through you. We can.
Be mindful of your feelings.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I miss her.
Afraid to lose her, I think.
What has that got to do with anything?
Everything. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
The reason you can't defeat me is because you're used to defeating people by making them lose things. All I know is loss. So, I had to gain that thing called acceptance. Like when you lose. This is what's going wrong with my neighbor. And some other people probably behind the scenes. You're driving yourselves insane. Because you just can't take the loss. You can't figure it out. That the anger that I display and the anger you display is two different things. It's like saying, do you think God gets angry? And if God gets angry, is it okay? Yes, it would be called righteous anger. That's why the Lord has so much patience. That's why he lets people do things for so long. So when he has to come with the fury, he can delight in it. See, it's the opposite of a maniac. They delight in hurting people. The Most High doesn't delight in hurting you. It's, when you got all this power and you got all these things you can do, you want to do it. So you wait patiently for idiots to make you get off your throne and do things. Now, the lesson he teaches us is we're not him. And the very thing you gotta protect most is your mind. That's your weapon. That's the thing they're gonna attack the most.
Up trying to destroy your reputation, trying to take everything away from you, all kinds of things, okay? But these were their very bad intentions. This was the vibration that they were creating within themselves, within their thoughts, within their intentions.
Because to say bad things is drawing up negative things. Shooting it towards somebody, having multiple people do it and have these thoughts and these, it's gathering that energy. And I kept telling yous that shit is not going to work against me because I have love. Love really does beat hate. People don't get it because we're humans. We see love beat hate in the long term, you know? So nobody wants to be on love's side because that means you got to lose for a long time. But when you win, when you finally win, you don't have to go through this shit no more because everyone can see the truth now.
And so this is what is actually manifesting for them now, okay? This is their own defeat. This is their own destruction. All of this negativity, all this chaos and drama they've tried to drag you through, it's all boomeranging back to them.
You know why it's boomeranging back to you? I'll leave out the Lord since most of you probably don't like him or don't believe in him. Scientists say energy never dies. So when you create enough energy and send it somewhere, and someone has the power of Black Goku and can compel that shit back, well, it gotta go somewhere. And since you sent it, it comes back to you. That's why the Bible, that's why scientists, that's why old myths, that's why scholars, that's why old people all say, watch what you say. Watch what you do because it comes back to you. These are not fucking sayings. They're actions that people witnessed and said, holy shit, if you do this enough in life, it happens like that. No one made up the saying. They didn't make it up. It is. It already is. This is what you call the laws of nature. The laws of fucking reality are already here. We came after the laws of reality. That's why we have to discover shit. But the shit has already been here because my father's real. People discovered mathematics, but it was already here. My father already did it. You get it? The fucking moon and the sun was already here before we was. You get it? The animals were here before we was. Everything was here first. So scientifically, they've been figured out with energy, and when you move, when you speak, when you plot, when you plan, that's energy. That goes up in the thing they call the ethers. The thing they took out of education about fucking 50 years ago, 60 years ago, maybe 50 fucking 70 years ago before I was even born. There used to be a known thing called the ether. And now we're learning about it now. But it's always been there. So, if you don't believe my father, believe the scientist. They're just saying the same thing as my father.
And 6 of Wands, this is your victory after this 5 of Wands, after this battle, after this spiritual warfare, okay? This is your victory. And you have.
You know why? Because I didn't do anything. How you repel energy like that? See, most people go head up or try to fucking make a bigger. I'll make a bigger fuss and I got more power, big dick energy. Those are all words. Those are just words. Get it? That I use to make people think I'm a Neanderthal and I'm gonna go head up. No, I'm allowed to speak my opinion. I'm allowed to defend myself. And then after that, I use the laws of God. You know what law I use on yous? My father said never argue with fools or babies because from a distance, no one knows who is who. So as yous kept doing the dumb shit, I argued back, stating my point. You're wrong for what you're doing and you're gonna pay for it. And then I just sit back and I wait. And I make my videos, use watch, use get angry. And do I gotta play the Yoda thing about what happens when you get angry? It leads to jealousy and envy, and then it leads to suffering. It means If you watch somebody you hate, you keep getting angry, you don't realize that anger actually kills your cells. It kills your brain cells. Every minute you spend thinking about me hurts your body physically.
Actually have a lot of people cheering you on. Your enemies, they may have gathered around a lot of people to try and get all of these people to witness your destruction. But this gathered group of people are like your biggest supporters now. Like they see the total injustice here.
Yeah, like earlier today when my neighbor's going crazy again and someone else called the cops on you again. And I bet you keep thinking it's me. I bet you keep getting mad and thinking I'm the one calling the cops. No, I'm the one that just sits here and just lets, I'm either sleeping or doing my own thing. I don't care if you scream and act a fool. That shit doesn't keep me up. I'm not the sound police on that level. Even though I hear you threatening and going crazy, I don't care about that. Why? Cuz I've been training for this my whole life. I had a mother that was just like you. And when you're at your mom and you can't go nowhere because you got school in the next day, so you gotta sit in your room and you gotta hear that shit, and someone's belittling you, calling you everything in a book, and how you end up learning to block that shit right out, dog. You block it right out, and you go into your own world and you do your own thing. That's why I keep saying I'm the king of my world, of this room. And everybody's fucking mad at me for being what I want to be. Why does everybody want to stop what I want to do? Mind my business. Do what I'm doing. But I understand some people are. You're just not right. And we're not going to sit here and judge and the ego. No, you need to really think about what you people are doing, some of you, because you really don't. You go look it up scientifically. Go ask your fucking doctor, bro. Your blood pressure is gonna kill you. Niggas think this shit's a joke. The Bible's not just a fucking think about God. It's a manual for how to handle your body. The car you actually walk around in. That's why he says don't get fucking mad all day. Don't do things that'll hurt you because it'll kill you early. That's what it means by the Lord's coming. Duh. You do it to yourself. You judge yourself. He gave you a fucking car. You put bananas up the tailpipe, and then you're wondering why the fucking thing don't work right.
See how your enemies have totally betrayed you and been so evil and done all of these shocking attacks. And this has like increased this force of light surrounding you. You've got a lot of powerful souls on your side, and this is why there's like a lot of people here in this battle. But it's a spiritual battle, okay?
And that's because I keep telling you, my wolves and my ninjas can be anybody. You think it needs to be people with me physically here. Oh, you got no friends. He got. Dog, when you are a righteous person, when you actually go and do the laws of God and you're a decent person, people actually do pray for you. That shit actually does do things. Like I was just saying about the negative talking bad, the power, it's actually power. So you people don't realize like this the point of the YouTube channel. I learned and believe because I tested and did it myself. Prayer is the fucking most powerful thing in the world. That's why the Lord keeps. That's why even his son came down. He's like, yo, pray to my daddy. You gotta pray. And he always says it the real shit, not this fake shit. Yeah, 3 days later, it may take months, years. You will have to. It'll damn near take you to. Job had to wait to the point of fucking no return. Damn near, he lost everything for years. He had to look like a fucking fool in his own hometown where he was the most greatest disciple of the Lord at that time. And everyone just said, "Up, I'm gonna be a hater now. It must be something bad." Nah, it's just the Lord does what he does. He does it his way. And everyone's being tested. This is like it's sad. It's sad to know so many people through my life hate me when the Lord sent me to help you and not go through the bullshit battles. Those are the things we choose to do. You know? People do not meet people. It doesn't matter if you like them or not for no reason. You meet everybody for a good reason or a bad reason. It's all about what you're going to do with that experience. And I didn't show my ass to nobody. I was nice to everybody.
Enemies are foolish. Your enemies are blinded. They're, doing all of these dirty tactics, trying to get that down there in the mud. But you and these other empaths that are supporting you, you know better. You're all wiser, okay? You're not.
Oh, so there's a couple of Jedi's out there that are like, nah, we ain't letting this go down. These little that's bad dope. I was wondering why things are starting to happen so fast. Cause when normal people pray, it's one thing, but I didn't start this YouTube channel to talk to normal people. I started this to reach out to my brothers and my sisters that I know are like me. I think they call it prayer warrior or some shit. See, you people think war is always physical, fucking fighting and all this dumb shit because you don't read the Bible. And the prayer warriors, you're supposed to leave them alone. Why? Because it's just like like I just said about the energy thing, right? You know how the energy, like you're speaking. Well, when you're doing prayers, you're asking for good shit to happen. You know. So when I'm asking for good shit to happen, like wouldn't I ask for good shit to happen for the people around me? Wouldn't that include everybody that's around me, even my enemies? Duh.
Getting down in the mud, you're elevated, you are conducting yourselves with authenticity, with integrity, you are balanced in your truth.
Yous don't understand reality so much. Yous would rather stop a nigga like that. Everybody would have been happy. Yous would have been able to do whatever the fuck yous are doing with a little regulation. Everything would be almost the same but better. Everyone would be getting along, and I would have moved away 2 years ago. And then you could have went back to the shit show or whatever the fuck. I would have been gone. But your resistance, the plans, the schemes, let me do this, let me do that. Then the Lord said, all right, you just want to play? Or okay. You sit there in the corner like I taught you and let them, I'm coming. And now, and I know it to be true because as I watched everybody do what they did, everyone stopped themselves. No one, I didn't fucking do anyone's calling the cops on themselves, fucking at work, here. Everyone's blaming me for doing shit, and I'm still sitting here while most of what I should have been actually calling motherfuckers. Just taking the shit. Why? Because like I said, you don't read the law. You don't read the Bible. You don't understand the law. You don't understand God. And I was supposed to show you a little things. You know? But nobody believes that. It's always it's a joke. Every majority of the people I've ever met in my life it's the weirdest shit in the world to see people that believe. Oh yeah, because belief means you don't know. You believe on the Christ. You believe on the God. You don't know.
You're doing, you're taking the higher road basically, And this is really triggering your enemies, so they're doing even more shocking attacks, and it's all just exposing them, okay?
And that's why you got the cops called on you today. Not by me. I just sit here, turn my fucking shit off or put it on pause, and I let you go, and I always just wait. Why? Because other people have been moving in the building, or whoever this other person is, they must not want to hear that shit no more. You know? And that's why my father said the greatest lesson I'm teaching you is how to endure. It's your greatest weapon in this world. Because people will just keep going. And it's like I said, everything is mental. I've been down this road. I've lived this life already. I've had these same tricks done to me as a fucking child. Teenager, fucking dealing with these same things. You people really don't get this shit. It's like a fucking groundhog movie, bro. Every person I meet is like somebody from my past, and I know exactly why I'm meeting you because you have the same fucking issues from the people that I've met, and then every time I'm getting mad at myself. That's why I stopped fucking even going out or even dealing with people. And what happens? It doesn't even matter. This year, it didn't even matter. I just got a fucking job. The bullshit starts. I say, fuck it, I'm gonna just sit in the house. More bullshit starts. And it's like, alright, what the fuck?
I'm hearing that they're dropping like flies. Your enemies are dropping like flies. They're giving up. They've been defeated. They realise they can't defeat you. This is them walking away. They have to move on. They have a lot of injuries here, okay?
Because you're not fighting me. You're fighting the Lord.
So, all of these failed attempts to destroy you have really just served to trigger them more. Trigger them very immensely. This was them going into a rage, creating even more shocking attacks. And it's
And you're doing it every day, and you're not understanding. People are just gonna keep doing the same thing to you. Just like when he was blasting the music and people was calling the cops. After a while, I wouldn't give. Like I said, I would just walk away, go for a walk, or just sleep through it. Some days I would, some days I wouldn't. But there was so many days, like, you just don't understand that there's old ass people that live in the building, bro. And not all of them are cool with y'all. Not all of them are fucking your friends and shit. Some people moved in the building. They're regular ass people that are fucking, they're regular. You just don't get that. You don't think some fucking old ass woman with crutches, with the fucking the crutches on the first floor, if she's still alive, you don't think she ain't never called the cops? You don't think she ain't been terrified out of her fucking mind for 3 years? If she's still alive down there, I haven't seen her in a long time. You people are fucking crazy.
because they knew deep down that they were disempowered, that nothing was working, that nobody believed them. They were trying so hard to get you off balance, to get you to react, so that they could point the finger at you and say, look, you are the one that is crazy, you are the one that's unhinged. But
And that's because I told you, don't come down this rabbit hole. And you just wanted to. You just wanted to test Vegeta. And you thought that meant, oh, he's like us. No, it meant I'm going to stir your ego up using my ego. And you're going to realize, no, you're supposed to control your ego. You're allowed to let it out. But just like your regular mask that you put on, see, you people don't realize the ego is a mask. Your ego is a side of yourself that you put on to strengthen what you already are. Nobody gets that. That's why I don't wear that fucking thing, because the real me is strong. I don't need to add on some, oh, I feel great because of this and I'm that. No, see, the ego can never go anywhere because it's necessary. You know, it's like fight or flight type of thing. You know, it's like, somewhere along the lines of that. When you're fighting, you need the ego. You know, when you want to be creative, when you got to deal with the reality of this world, sometimes you need a little bit of that. But yeah, if you fight a bear with your bare hands and you don't pay attention to your flight mechanism that says you can't beat the bear, you're just a man, it's gonna maul you. You're gonna die right there. It doesn't matter that your ego fucking suits you up, that you're Black Goku, you're dead. You're gonna die. And you people see, if you get put in certain predicaments like that, you cannot turn your ego off. You let that shit consume you because you believe your ego more than you believe your real self. Because you never grew your real self. You only grew your ego and built upon it and built upon it. That's why when anybody puts out a truth, it feels like your whole world shattered. And now I got this, my mortal enemy. He pulled my card. He didn't want to follow me. He didn't. That's your ego. That's the side of you that's like, everybody's got to get along with me. Everybody's got to fucking look at me a certain way. No, people do whatever they want, just like you want to do what you want. And you can't let shit like that go, because the people around you allow your ego to go wild, and they're like, fuck it, I benefit off this shit. It's not aimed towards me, so it doesn't matter how this shit goes out. I'm gonna benefit. Either they're gonna win with their ego and give me more shit and throw parties or compliments and stunting and all of that, or they lose and I watch this shit and it's entertainment. It's life, entertainment. I get to watch it. This is why I roll dolo, because your crew can fucking not really be your crew. They're just people that are there. Real crews, real friends would be like, yo, bro, chill. Chill. You're wailing. You're about to get locked up. You're making yourself look crazy. You're going too far. You're hating a person that ain't doing nothing to you every single day. There's no way you can make it look like this person is the aggressor. They're videotaping you. Someone out of all these people, out of all you that hang out, not one of you thought that? Like, yo, I think you guys should stop. He's like, I know you're watching these fucking videos. And it's like, yous are really friends, yous are really whatever, family or whatever I don't know. Whatever. And nobody really believed or thought in their head, let me tell my friend and my family, I think this is too much of a risk. I think you're wilding out too much. Like, yeah, I never had a problem with you. You know? And you went on that team, and now you're more wailing than anyone that ever, out of the 50 people that probably had a problem with me through this whole episodes of GMB TV, you're the only one that's like, you just make it so obvious. You just won't stop. And it's like, I understand you said you're bipolar, you should take your medication, you should see somebody, your friends, somebody in this building. You need to hang out with somebody or something, because the cops are only going to be called on you for so long. You're going to get yourself put in a mental institution or something if you don't stop. Like, you're wowing. You don't even see the extremes of what you're saying and how you're going back and forth and this and that. And it's like, you're not my enemy. Like, you, of all the others, I feel bad for you. I really want you to get help. Because you've been used. I've seen too many women where motherfuckers be like, all right, good. They can't see. They can't see straight. They've never had no one look out for them. Like I said, I had a mother like you, bro. That's why I'm so righteous. That's why I'm so the way I am. Because I watch motherfuckers take advantage of my mother. I know what it's like to see motherfuckers do your friends, your father, your this and that. That's why I don't have problems with people that live on the other side of the field, because I come from that shit and I see how grimy that shit really is and how it makes people crazy. And then society will throw those people right under the motherfucking bus and act like nothing ever happened. Just shoo you away into a corner somewhere. It's a fucking joke.
But the more that you are being stoic, and this is spiritual advice to someone as well, you know, if you're currently going through this, remain being stoic. Trying to be as unbothered as you can be, even if you're really bothered deep down. Do not show your enemies that you are triggered, because they're trying to get like narcissistic supply. They're trying to siphon your energies from your reactions, and they're trying to set you up.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I keep telling everybody in all my wolves and my ninjas, when you deal with people and you don't really have a problem with them and they give you a problem, you should never look at them, speak to them, and they don't exist anymore. They are just like all the millions of people that you're gonna walk past through your whole life and never pay attention to. You're never gonna remember their face. You're never gonna know their name. You're never gonna speak to them. They're NPCs in your life. You'll never speak to majority of the people you ever see. You get that? So if why the fuck am I gonna spend time being angry, killing my fucking blood cells and my brain cells, because that's what anger does? Kill your energy, kill my high, kill my creativity. Why would I do that? The only way I could be angry is if I talk to somebody I don't like about things or whatever. If I see them. So that's why if I see people, I look down, I look away, I don't talk. Why? So I can never be angry. And this is why my enemies will be angry for the rest of their life. They'll watch these videos, they'll photographically remember these conversations of arguing or whatever, and they'll go over it, over it, not realizing you're damaging your brain. You could be remembering something good in life. I know what it's like to not be able to hold on to your memories. And then, oh yeah, I keep making GMB stories about, my life and how hard it is. What the fuck do you think goes up on this upstairs in this brain? The fuck do you think I make these raps for? What do you think I make these things for? Cause when, just like you people, when you get stuck in the shadows, thinking I can't let go of I go to my moments. I go to my creativities. I go to the things that bring me joy. It's sickening to know the very enemies that I have. I know exactly what's wrong with motherfuckers, and I actually feel bad for them. But they make me their enemy because I can see them. How about that? Oh, yeah, because they think I judge. No, everyone judges. Everyone and anyone will always have their judgments, opinions, or whatever. You know what everyone and all people will never do? Fucking help people and actually fucking, actually give a shit. Even if they don't like them. Most people, if they don't like you, they don't give a fuck. They definitely don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna give you no information. What do you know what it's like to fucking be able to do that? You know not. Most people don't know what that's like. That's why the world's so fucked up. Everybody believes everybody's your enemy. Everybody's trying to be better. Everybody's trying to do something. And it's a fucking joke. It's sickening.
So they can point the finger at you and you look like the unhinged person. But the more that you aren't reacting, the more they can't have this control over you, or even have this control to affect how other people see you. Everything they're doing is actually making people see you in a very good light and see them in a very bad light. This is making them go crazy, okay? Your enemies, they've been relentlessly putting more and more time and energy into defaming your character.
I know. That's what. Remember a couple of seasons, season 5, when I discovered when I go outside, I always see one of these or three of these motherfuckers from work, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Are these niggas following me? And I had to figure out, no, the Lord's making you wake up at the right time so you see these people. Why? Because like I said, I like the Jesus take the wheel thing. The Lord knows you people just gotta see me. I don't have to say nothing to you. Just seeing me will trigger. Because the whole time you've been tested, just seeing me shouldn't trigger you. When I see yous, what did I do? I walk away, do my own thing. Until niggas start talking crazy. And then want to get Summer Jam screamed.
But all it's done is boomerang right back to them. Everything that they've done, every sword that they've thrown your way to strike you, it's actually struck themselves. Now they're like on the ground in a crumpled mess. Every sword that they've thrown your way to strike you, it's actually struck themselves.
We're 5 minutes into this. We're 40 minutes onto this video. I'm gonna end this and listen to the rest of this. You see how it said you threw swords and those swords hit you? That means I'm not the one doing nothing to you, and I never was. Just stop. Like it's not gonna go or end the way you think. And I swear, it's so bad how like I'm just watching people literally destroy themselves. All to make me mad, all to throw me off, all to what? I bet most of you don't even know why anymore. I bet you don't even remember why. I bet you if somebody asked you, what started this? I bet you just couldn't even remember the reason why you started getting mad at me. Or unless somebody told, a couple of you. I know some of you have that fucking, well, they told me this and this person told me that. So I fucking, I thought you was a bad guy. Like the fucking guy that I seen today after the meeting, and we had a fucking long talk. One of the garbage truck guys. This motherfucker was mean grilling me for mad long, and it was fucked up because when I first met him, me and him was cool, cause he had a motherfucking one of my favorite movie shits. He had the Warriors leather on in the summertime. And I stopped him and I said, yo, is that a fucking Warriors jacket? And he said, yeah, dog, I had this since the movie came out. I said, yo, nah, you killing me right now. Like, you killing me. You the coolest dude out here. And he's like, why you say that? I said, cause I'm a movie guy and like I like cartoons and shit and I like different shit like that, just like people like movies. And I like to wear shit from that. That's why I got my Vegeta chain. You know? I like to represent the shit that I like. I don't give a fuck if nobody like it. And he was like, yeah, man, good thanks. Because everybody be making fun of me with this shit on. I'm like, why? He's like, because it's the Warriors jacket. It's the movie shit. I said, so what, dog? That movie represented the gangster shit from the 70s. That's the hood. Um, that's the equivalent to motherfucking Boys in the Hood.
but it's a different time. It's the same shit. It's a gangbanging movie, but it actually has more culture and more structure and how they really get it. But you niggas want to be Scarface, right? It's a joke, bro. So many people I've already met before people started hating, and then these people would stop talking to me, this and that, and then now, like I said, I'm seeing people, they talking to me. What are they talking about? Yeah, hey, you religious. What do you think about this shit? Duh, 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 duh. And I'm like, yo, this is what I mean. People have backed up my work of fucking 3 years in this place. 3 years of fucking not getting to see people. I had all these fucking questions that I prepared my whole fucking life to train to fucking meet these people and fucking give these people. Everyone that asks me questions, it's always the easiest questions too. I'll be laughing. Always the easiest shit to get them on the road of fucking either believing in the Lord or at least believing in them fucking selves and being happy where they are and just, doing what they do. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? The very people that are trying, that the every single fucking person is a person I tried to breathe life into. Tried to be regular with. You people showed me the last lesson I needed to see. The one I had the hardest trouble with. Believing in wicked spirits. I've always asked, what the fuck is wrong with certain people? How come they can't just stop? When they're in certain positions, you can see they can think. You can see they wouldn't do what they would do. But the events, the things they are doing, that click that thinking off, and then that event happens, and it goes. And I always said there's something behind that. Because I've reached the moments of rage and just like where you're just like, yo, I don't give a fuck no more, yo. And I've always been able to bring myself back by talking to myself about, you know what's gonna happen once you do this, right? First thing is, you may lose. And what if they take your motherfucking life? Get it? Fuck, it's all winning. It ain't all about winning. What if you lose and your life goes? Get it? What if you lose and you get caught stealing this shit? What if you lose and have sex with her raw and then you're gone? You get it? All the fits of no matter what you do in this world, you need to be able to bring your fucking self back from your mind. No one's above that. Most of us nowadays, we don't get no one trained us for it. Most of us didn't have parents, and if we did, they don't even know how to control themselves. They got through life because the laws and everything was different back in the day. Nowadays, shit is so crazy, and there's so many more things to face, so many more tricks, so many more people, so many more. That's why I don't really take certain advice from older people. I take the solid shit, but when it comes to this new society structure and all that, how the fuck they gonna tell you how to live in this shit when the whole shit is different from the world they lived in? Society's completely different from anything that, if you were born in the 80s, the world you know is about, it's almost over, Because you're older now. You're the only remnants of that shit even existed. The honor, the creativity, all the shit we experienced, just like the people before that, all the freedoms before that, it's all the same thing, bro. You're the embodiment of that shit. And that era's almost done. The 90s, 80s era, you know? The shit's gone. And the people that are from the 70s and 60s, they looking at the world. Some of them are still looking at the world from back in the day, but some of them they see the change and them, and then there's the other ones that see the truth and be like, yo, everything I know is gone. My whole world is gone. My favorite actors, music, all that shit ain't played. My world is gone. It's only in my head. Get it? And 80s and 90s, niggas, we next. We next. They ain't playing Big Papa and fucking Tupac and shit, nigga. Kendrick about to take that shit. And the rest of these niggas, you know what I'm saying? The next generation is coming up. But there's a reason why you tell stories. There's a reason why there's a Bible. There's a reason why there's books. There's a reason why there's certain things that need to be passed on from the past to the future. Sorry you didn't look at life like that. Sorry you didn't choose to see this and be like, I'm gonna be that guy. That's what I wanna be. The thing that gets you no fucking check in the world. The thing majority of the world that hates you for, and then fucking say you're crazy, and the very few that you wake up, their families will be happy. You know? Because it ain't about them. It's about the ones in the fucking future. All love, all praise to the Most High.